The OPPO Find X7 Ultra, is one of the best looking smartphones on the market with the way they've designed it, the material, the big ring camera on the back, which I actually kind of like. And this has a quad camera at 50 megapixel each with Sony's latest sensor on there. Let's talk about it. So the OPPO Find X7 Ultra is one of those devices that's not locally available in the UK, which is a bit of a shame, but you can still buy it if you really want it. It's available in other markets, so those guys are quite lucky because this is actually quite good. The main camera sensor is a 50 megapixel new Sony light sensor, which actually has a 1-inch size as well, which means you get better lighting, more sharper details in terms of your imagery and videos as well, by the way. Stabilization is good, low light performance is good as well. And I kind of like this vegan leather that they've got on the back on this ocean blue version here, which looks really nice. What do you guys think? This big camera array makes me think this is actually a camera and then a smartphone. So it's a camera first, then it's a smartphone because it does everything else. It's rocking the latest Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor in there, and it runs some AI feature as well. Not the full suite of what the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 is capable of, but it does some of those stuff. This has a super fast charge as well, super VOOC. It will give you 100 watts super fast charge, which is a lot. And when charging wirelessly, you have 50 watts as well, which again, is super fast. So with this, you have a lot going for it that makes it one of the best smartphones on the market right now. Let's talk about the rest of the design though. We have USB-C ports on the bottom, speaker grill there. We've got this switch on the left side, which is similar to what you find on the OPPO devices for you know why. And then on the other side, you got volume rocker, power button, and then up top speaker grill, IR blaster is there as well. Curved edge in terms of the display. This is a big display as well. You're looking at 6.82 AMOLED display. It's got 1 to 120 Hertz LTPO technology. You have 3168 by 1440 with 510 PPI in terms of resolution. Outdoors, you're looking at 1600 nits of peak brightness with direct sunlight, or you can go up to 4,500 nits on local peak brightness, which is pretty neat. Brightness is good, especially that 4,500 nits is when viewing HDR contents, just a little caveat there. And this is IP68 water and dust resistant. In terms of RAM, you can get 12 gigabytes or 16 gigabytes of LPDDR5X. And for the storage, you can go up to 1 terabyte of UFS 4.0 storage, which is pretty decent for read and write speeds. The display is actually really rich in color as well. You're talking Dolby Vision, HDR10 Plus, and it's covered in this Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2. So it's nice and durable as well. So this is the display. We're looking at sharp 6.82 AMOLED display. It looks really good, nice and sharp, nice and colorful, which is exactly what you need in a premium device. So like I was saying about the global release and stuff like that, so you can see there's lots of like Chinese writing all around it. That's because this is actually not one with the full English suite on there. So anyway, we won't digress. We won't get into that too much in this video. So if we go straight to our settings, so you can drag the screen down as always, we go to settings here. And we go through some of the stuff that you will see when you come in here. So there's software update available there, so you can update the system, for example. And then we go all the way to display. This is the one that I want to talk about. We have our image sharpener there, video color boosters options are available as well, something that you'd have seen on OPPO devices as well, and previous OnePlus devices. So if we go to screen resolution here, we can select higher resolution, so that full Quad HD Plus resolution can be selected there, so you get the full whack. And then we'll come out, and we go to our refresh rate. So here we can choose between the 60 Hertz, or we can go all the way up to 120 Hertz refresh right there at the bottom. So that's really nice, especially when it comes to gaming and stuff like that. Those are the kind of things you want to do first when you get into display and brightness settings, so you get that all set up. This supports fingerprint scanner on the screen. It's got Face ID unlock as well. So all that usual stuff. You can look at the battery here as well. This has got a big battery as well. That should last you a whole day. I've been using this and I've been able to get to a whole day and then some out of it. Special features means you can do things like split view and all this extra feature. Not that new. So if you've used this before, you will see those there. You got Bruno on here, which is very Chinese-esque on the app. So I won't go into that either. Additional settings is there. One thing that's quite funny on here though, when you go to about device, the information here is quite different to what the actual device is. So it's reporting a lower battery capacity there. The camera's information is wrong as well, because the front facing is actually a 32 megapixel camera. So that is actually quite funny when I saw that there. And I'm not sure if that's the right processor either. But I'm guessing once you do the updates, all this should update itself and give you the right information. Let's get into the camera though, so we can see what that's about. So in camera app, we have your photo there, which you can shoot 0.6. You can go 1 times 2, you can go 3, and you can go 6 times zoom. And then if you want to, you can go even further and go all the way to 120 times digital zoom. But I think the usable range would be up to 10 times, and then the rest of it, you might struggle a bit to actually make any sense of any photos that you've taken. If we go video, we can do see what options are available as well. So you got, again, the focal range there. You got your aperture settings if you want to control the depth of field. You don't have to do that if you don't want it. And then if we go here, we can see what options are available. So you can shoot 4K video at up to 60 frames per second. So you get those nice buttery smooth 4K videos. And then we got master mode. And with master mode, this takes into account that Hypertone camera system and also Hasselblad collaboration there, so you get nice colors and stuff like that. In master mode, you can also do pro as well. So here you can have things like your shutter speed and so on, so you can be in control of everything that you shoot. You can also change this to shoot maximum RAW as well, so 50 megapixel RAW images, which is pretty cool. And then we go back all the way here, we've got portrait mode. This is where Hasselblad comes in terms of the colors and stuff like that. So again, just play around with it to see which one suits your preference. We get to more. This is where you can do things like your panoramic and stuff, and movie mode, night mode, and all that stuff. So have a play about with all this stuff. One thing you can do is, if I took a picture for a second, in terms of AI features, there's some AI features available, but not all that the 8 Gen 3 is capable of. So if we go to this photo here, for example, by the way, you can remove that watermark on the bottom if you don't want it there, but it looks pretty cool, to be fair. We go to edit, and then on the bottom here, you got different options available. So you can adjust it, you can add filters and watermarks and stuff, like you can pixelate it if you want to block people out. You can retouch it as well. But you can see that you have two things here. You got AI Restore, AI Palettes. I can't show you on this particular one because AI Restore needs a face in there to actually recognize it. We can erase stuff. So for example, you can change the size of the brush as well if you want to. It's not the perfect one, but you get the gist from just showing you this. There you go. So it removes the butter for me. So obviously that's just an example. You'd have to take better image and better scenario where that would actually work. But that's the sort of thing you can do with the help of AI on the smartphone. But hopefully they'll update this and we'll be able to get more AI features and stuff like that on the phone to actually take advantage of what this is capable of. What does the pictures actually look like though? I'll put some pictures on the screen so you guys can see them now. You can see some samples. But generally speaking, what I've recognized is the pictures are very balanced in all scenarios. So it's not too oversaturated, it's not over sharpened. Pictures looks great across all focal range, especially with those big 50 megapixel sensors across the board, which is really good. Makes it stand out in comparison to other smartphones on the market, including the S24 Ultra. So this could actually go neck and neck with the S24 Ultra if you really want it to. So that's everything to do with the OPPO Find X7 Ultra. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. If you have any questions, drop them there as well. And I shall see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.